everyone. Let's begin with the chapter number 12, that is linear programming problem. Okay, so first we'll see how the linear programming works and deals with what it deals with. So let's begin first. So linear programming problem is also known as LPP, that is L for linear, P for program and P for problems. Okay, so it deals with it is a method to solve the problem, or you can say it gives the solution to that problem. And now let's see what kind of problem it deals with. Okay, so here you can see I have drawn certain pictures. All right, so here you can see that in the factory, this is a factory. It's not actually looking like a factory, but assume it is a factory, and you know that in a factory various machines are working. Okay, some machines are efficient for, means they can work for some hours. Every machines have certain limitations. Okay, so suppose a machine A works for 10 hours and machine B works for 15 hours, okay, per day. And likewise, if your problem is given and you are asked to maximize their, or you can say that optimize their productions. Okay, so that type of problems we are going to deal with in this linear programming problem. So using this LPP, we are going to find it out the solution for this. Next is based on the diet. Okay, you have heard about the dietitians gives us the according to food, so that we can gain maximum of minerals, vitamins, whatever the body is required. Okay, so here if you talk about the certain patient is required certain vitamins, suppose vitamin A, B and C, or somewhat minerals or carbohydrates. So if you know certain food contains certain amount of the mineral and another food contains another amount of the minerals, so total in per day how much that patient or a particular person is required, that is solved using the LPP problem. Okay, the next problem is based on the sale. What exactly it is? If suppose the cost of a pen is 10 rupees and of a pencil is, the cost of the pencil is something 15 rupees. Okay, so how that particular salesman or that manufacturer should sell that he gains the maximum profit. So this type of the problems basically comes in the linear programming problem. Now first we'll understand why it is named as linear. What do you mean by linear? Linear, if you have studied in the algebra, what do you mean by linear? Okay, this is a linear equations. Why it is known as linear? Because its degree is 1. Always remember, linear, always degree is 1. That type of equation represents the linear equation. If we talk about their geometrical representation, it always gives us the straight line. It always gives any kind of the straight line. It may be any, likewise anyway, it always represents the straight line. Okay, this is what all about the geometrical representation. And if you remember, we have already done in the grade 11 the linear inequalities. Okay, so before going through this chapter, let's understand the concept nicely. So quickly recall what exactly the linear inequality is before starting with this chapter. What the linear inequality was, the certain equation, likewise if this type of equation is given, or suppose likewise the equation is given, or suppose likewise the equation is given. So these are what all the sets of linear equation, or we can say it's a system of linear equations. Okay, so you have studied how to plot the lines. Okay, you should know how to draw the lines of it. So quickly revise it. If I put x and y, two variables are there, x and y. If I put x0, what will be my y value is 4/3. All right. If I put y0, what will be the value? X will be equals to 2. So basic thing is, first you remove this inequality into equality and operate these points. Once you get this coordinate, our task is completed. Okay, hope you have understood, and next time we'll begin with the original questions that is present in the linear inequations, linear LPP. That's all for today. Thank you so much.